Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Life According to Tish. Tish here, and it is finally spring and I am sharing my spring 2021 night routine. So I love changing up my night routine with the seasons. As I always say, how you end your day determines how you sleep and how the next day will run. So every spring I love to change things up to reflect what changes are going on in my life. And this year I am working from the schoolhouse rather than working from home, so I really need to change things up compared to last spring. So the first thing I do when I get home is get out of my work clothes. I have my slippers by the door so I can take off my shoes, take off my coat, put them in my cloak closet, go into my room and change it to something nice and comfy. Once I do that, then it's time for me to work on some content. So I'm working on content for According to Tish. I finish up and publish my blog posts or edit videos or post content on my Instagram and work on engagement for that. And I will admit, most of the time I do this on my couch just because it's super comfy and my office is so cold in the winter, but now that things are warming up outside, I can do it in my office. So I take a break from that because it's getting super late. Sometimes I will work just a little too long and then start to get super hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook something to eat. Since I only cook for one, I always have leftovers. If it's a night that I have to cook, then I'll get dinner ready and then continue to work on content while it's cooking. If it's a leftover night, I'll warm up my food and eat my dinner while finishing up content. I know it's not the best thing to do, but once I'm done eating, I have to get right back to work. So there are times like this night where while I was eating, I did not look at my content at all. I waited until I was done and then I took a few minutes after to look at it. But I am making something that I kind of just stumbled upon last year. It was one of those days where I just needed to get rid of what was in my kitchen. And I had some shrimp, I had green beans, and I had some pasta. And I really had a taste for shrimp scampi. And I just was like, what would this taste like with green beans? And oh my gosh, it was so good that I have been making that since then. I have it at least once or twice a month, and it's something that is super easy to make. I mean, the longest thing is cooking the pasta, and that's really just for the water to boil, but it is so simple to make. And I was feeling extra greedy, and I just wanted a few wings along with that, so I threw some wings into my air fryer while everything was cooking, and that was my meal for that night. And of course I did have some leftovers for me to have for the next day. So I would not have ever guessed to put shrimp and green beans together, string beans, whatever you call them. I grew up calling them string beans, but here in the South they call them green beans, so that's what I've been calling them since I've been here. And it's a super easy recipe to make scampi. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but I just use olive oil, butter, season the shrimp how you want, and make sure you have your garlic and your Parmesan cheese. And it's time to eat. So I'm gonna take this food into the living room, and I do not eat at my dining room table. I do live by myself, so I just don't see the point. And this is when I actually get to catch up on TV shows, especially if I am not on my phone on Instagram working on content and engaging with other bloggers and YouTubers. So this is my only time that I really get throughout the week other than the weekend to just sit back and watch some TV. And most of the time I'm watching YouTube or Netflix. So here I am now finally getting to editing one of my pictures for Instagram that needed to go live today. So I do this after I am done eating. Plus I was eating wings, and that, you know, you have to use your fingers, so I didn't want to do that and touch my phone, so I waited until I was done. So I've been doing good about putting my dishes straight into the dishwasher as soon as I'm done with them. As you can see, I have been doing a good job of not letting them sit in the sink, so that is what I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and put all the dishes that I use for dinner into the dishwasher, get that started. and then head back to finish some work. So I'm actually working on content for April, planning out my Instagram posts, and I look at other pictures to give me influence on how I want my board to go on Instagram. So I'm just looking to see which pictures will work where. And now I am working on an assignment for grad school. So even though for one of my classes we only meet on Tuesdays every so often, the other class we don't meet at all. It's all asynchronous, but we have assignments, multiple assignments in each class every week. So I try to, catch up on those and do a little bit here and there, because I'm a procrastinator and I will wait until the day is due or the day before. So I'm trying to not do that and get to a good routine. So once that is all done, now it's time to get ready for the next day. So I put my lunch into the refrigerator and I'm adding my snacks into my bag. That way in the morning, all I have to do is get my oatmeal ready. You see, I'm even prepping that so that it'll be an easy, smooth morning, and then grab my bag and I'm ready to go. In addition to that, if I don't put out my clothes on Sundays, then I will go ahead and pick out what I'm wearing the night before, so that is one less thing I have to worry about in the mornings. I'm just all about having a productive, smooth morning. And as you see, I added even the mask that I'm going to wear with my outfit to the hanger. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash my face. Now normally I don't wear makeup because we do wear a face mask, now because of COVID, but because I was filming, I went ahead and got a little pretty for you guys. So I used my halo to take off my makeup. I have been using Dr. Zenovia's acne system. I got that along with some Derma E products that I'll show you in a second as well, to try to help clear up my skin. That way when we don't wear masks anymore, my skin will look nice. I have been breaking out, and I think y'all, I know what it is. I've been eating a lot of white chocolate. I'm allergic to chocolate, so I try to get by with white chocolate, and I think that my skin is just not having it. So while the soap is sitting on my face, I brush my teeth, and I do use the Crest 3D White. I have been using that for years. I rinse off my face, patting my face dry, and I'm going to jump into the shower before I finish my face routine. So I'm all done with my shower, put on some nice comfy PJs, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the Derma E products that I was telling you about, along still with some more of the Dr. Zenovia products. So the first thing I do is use my toner. Then I use the Foligan eyelash serum, and I finally can see eyelashes, y'all. I did not, like, my eyelashes were so tightly curled, it looked like I had none. But using that, they are great. I'm going to use the Dr. Zenovia spot treatment. Then I use vitamin E on my eyes, and I actually just get it out of the capsule. I feel that is more of a purer form of vitamin E than using the actual vitamin E oil that you can find in a jar. Plus, this is a little thicker, so you don't have to really worry about it running into your eyes. And now I'm going to finish off with the Derma E spot treatment, and this is the sulfur spot treatment. And I'm gonna look like spotted, just like my pajamas, in a second. And then I end everything off with my Carmex. Like I said, my skin has been horrible, so all the spots on my face just connected out, y'all. So once I'm done with that, I will do my wind down yoga. And I know some people might be like, you're doing your yoga after your shower. It's really a wind down, and it's something you want to do right before you go to sleep. So this would be the last thing you do. And I go to Yoga with Adriene on YouTube, as you can see on my phone, and I just follow her wind down yoga session. It's about a 10-minute session. The video is 12 minutes just because of her talking in the introduction. But I do that and I feel so relaxed and ready to go to bed. So now that I'm in bed, I know everything is done for the night, I am going to go ahead and do my nighttime devotion. So I read my Bible scriptures on my Bible app, and I also will look at a verse of the day, and that is on an app called Bible Verses. And then after I'm done with the Bible verse of the day, I will go into Pinterest and go to my Keep Calm and Pray board on Pinterest. Click on my nighttime prayers, and I have pinned prayers on there to recite nightly that are just great for easing your mind for a relaxing night's rest. So make sure that you head over and follow me on Pinterest, and make sure you also check out my spring Bible reading plan that I just posted on my blog, because it'll show you what my daily devotions look like and what I'm focusing on. So once I'm done with my devotion, it's time to go to sleep. I turn on my Calm app and listen to a sleep story. So that night I listened to Beauty and the Beast. And at this point, I know everything is done for the night, and it is time for me to shut my eyes and go to sleep as I listen to my sleep story on the Calm app. So that is it. That is my night routine, and I am loving it. I hope you enjoyed it and inspires you to get a routine together, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And before you go, hit that subscribe button. Bye.